The best financial strategies by income: $40,000, $75,000, $100,000 plus. Your income changed. Your financial strategy should too. Most people treat money the same way at every income level. Save a little, spend the rest, and hope for the best. But the truth is, what works at $40,000 looks very different from what works at $100,000. Today, I'm breaking down the exact strategies for each income level. Simple, clear, and actually doable. Let's be honest for a second. Nobody teaches you this stuff in school. You don't get a manual when your paycheck changes, and most financial advice online is either too complicated, too vague, or built for people who already have money. So today we are going to keep it simple. 3 income levels, 3 different strategies, real steps you can start this week. And before we dive in, if you've ever Googled, "What should I do with my money?" and felt more confused after reading the results than before, this video is for you. Stay with me until the end because the 100,000 section has one strategy that most people at that income level completely ignore, and it may be costing them thousands every single year. Earning $40,000 a year. Let's start here because this is where most people begin, and where most financial mistakes are made. At $40,000 a year, your take-home pay after taxes is roughly $33,000 to $35,000 depending on your state. That works out to about $2,700 to $2,900 per month. It is not a huge number, but it is workable, if you are intentional about it. Step 1. Build your $1,000 emergency buffer first. Before anything else, before investing, before extra debt payments, get $1,000 into a separate savings account you do not touch. This is your starter buffer. Without it, every unexpected expense goes straight onto a credit card, and credit card debt at 20 to 24% interest keeps you stuck. $1,000 breaks that cycle. Small cushion, big difference. Step 2. Follow the 50-30-20 rule, but adjust it. You may have heard of the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of take-home pay goes to needs: rent, groceries, utilities, transportation. 30% goes to wants. 20% goes to savings and debt repayment. At $40,000, the 30% wants category may need to shrink. Realistically, for many people at this income level, needs can consume 60 to 65% of take-home pay, depending on where they live. And that is okay. The goal is not to follow the rule perfectly. The goal is to be aware of where every dollar is going. Awareness alone can change spending behavior significantly. Step 3. Attack high-interest debt. If you have debt above 10% interest, this is your top priority. Paying off a 22% credit card is a guaranteed 22% return. No investment reliably beats that. Use the avalanche method. Pay minimums on everything, then attack the highest interest debt first. Research from the National Bureau of Economic Research suggests structured payoff methods significantly increase your chances of becoming debt-free. Step 4. Start small with investing, even $25 a month. Here is something that surprises a lot of people. At $40,000, starting to invest even a tiny amount matters more for the habit than the dollar amount. If your employer offers a 401k with any match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. That is free money. If not, open a Roth IRA. In 2024, you can contribute up to $7,000 per year to a Roth IRA. Even $50 a month into a low-cost index fund can grow meaningfully over 20 to 30 years through compound interest. The goal at this stage is to start the habit and capture any free employer match available to you. Earning $75,000 a year. This is the income level where most people start to feel financially comfortable, and ironically, where lifestyle inflation can quietly undo all of that progress. At $75,000 a year, take-home pay is roughly $55,000 to $58,000 after federal and state taxes, about $4,500 to $4,800 per month. That is real money. Step 1. Build a full 3 to 6 month emergency fund. At $75,000, you can realistically build a full emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account. As of 2024, Many high-yield savings accounts are offering 4.5 to 5% APY, meaning your emergency fund is actually earning money while it sits there. Step 2. Max out tax-advantaged accounts. At this income level, tax strategy starts to become genuinely important. The 401k contribution limit in 2024 is $23,000. Maxing this out reduces your taxable income by $23,000, which at the 22% federal tax bracket saves you approximately $5,060 in federal taxes alone. Step 3. Intentionally design your lifestyle. This sounds soft, but it is genuinely one of the most impactful financial decisions at this income level. Research from Princeton University found that emotional well-being does not significantly increase above roughly $75,000 in annual income in many circumstances, though this varies by location and personal situation. The point is that at $75,000, you have reached a level where more spending does not necessarily produce more happiness. Step 4. Start building a taxable brokerage account. Once tax-advantaged accounts are being funded consistently, a taxable brokerage account is the next step. Low-cost index funds, particularly total market index funds with expense ratios below 0.1%, are the foundation of most evidence-based long-term investment strategies. The S&P 500 has historically returned an average of approximately 10% per year over long periods, though past performance does not guarantee future results. Starting a brokerage account with even $200 to $300 per month at this income level builds long-term wealth outside the restrictions of retirement accounts. Earning $100,000 and above. At $100,000 and above, your biggest financial enemy is no longer income. It is taxes. The strategy shifts completely. First, understand the difference between your marginal tax rate and your effective tax rate. At $100,000, your marginal rate is 22 to 24% federally. Second, max every tax-advantaged account available. The 401k limit in 2024 is $23,000. Third, choose your wealth-building path. Real estate can generate cash flow and depreciation benefits. Index fund investing in a taxable brokerage with tax loss harvesting is the simpler alternative. Both work. Pick the one you will actually stick with. Fourth, protect your income. Roughly 1 in 4 workers experience a significant disability before retirement, according to the Social Security Administration. Disability insurance may be the most overlooked protection at this level. Finally, consider a fee-only financial advisor. At this income, professional guidance may pay for itself many times over. Like, share, and subscribe for more.